Morning news at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on THV 11 Plus. It's been a great morning so far, and we're going to hang out with you for the next couple hours.
Yeah, hope you will hang with us and then stay for the Vine. There's always something happening on the streaming app. You just never know.
That's right. You never know what we're going to do.
And sometimes we never know.
I'm going to drop my phone, make loud noises.
Yeah.
Let me say this because I feel bad. I forgot to mention at the end of our 6 o'clock hour Angel Tree program going on. We need to make sure those angels are in by Friday. The deadline is December 5th. If you're out driving, taking your lunch break, Park Plaza, McCain Mall, Walmart's all around Central Arkansas. Make sure you get those presents in for kids. 2,700 kids need the presents.
Is this easy? You go to one of these locations where they have the angel
grab a tag,
descriptions, tags. You can pick an age group, gender, whatever you wish. You could buy the gift there where you are and turn it in because the Salvation Army takes care of wrapping it.
Easy as that.
And they say that the tags for teens are the least picked.
Oh,
Yes.
And so remember the teenagers and think of things like, I don't know, earbuds or whatever teenagers like.
Teenage girls like leggings and clothes and stuff like that. And shoes are really big as well. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later as well, but I want to mention it as much as possible. Deadline's on the 5th. We'd love to have it as well, and I'll be live at the Bowman Walmart tomorrow morning, 6 to 10. We're ringing bells. We're collecting donations for the Red Kettle campaign, and this is the time of year, so let's do it.
Get it done.
Right, make sure you do that. I mean, Friday's coming up. Oh my gosh, we're halfway through the week.
How's traffic on this post-holiday?
If they're heading to
not
grab
yet Christmas.
an angel tree.
They're on 8s now for food from Thanksgiving.
Oh,
not second, not third, not fourth.
Throw
we're on
those
8s.
Thanksgiving leftovers
Yeah,
away.
we need to
It
go.
is time.
It is time, yes.
This is what our traffic looks like right now. We're looking at the volume starting to pick up a little bit, but a beautiful view as the sun is coming up. Still a little bit gloomy looking. Tracy was talking about some fog earlier too, and she'll get us up to date on what's happening with that here in just a minute or so. But this is what it looks like across the 430 River Bridge in West Little Rock. And volume, like I said, starting to pick up, especially there on 30 eastbound, getting a closer look at what's happening there and how slowly it is moving around Alexander, which is typically where it is the slowest. Right now, 47 miles per hour right before you get to the 430 interchange there around Alexander, 28 miles per hour just past Alexander. And coming up on our drive times here, drive times to downtown Little Rock from Conway, Benton, and Cabot are still looking really good. Tracy, that fog not really impacting things as far as our drive this morning.
I'm happy about that too, because we are seeing some patchy fog out there. The airport got down to about 7 miles earlier, but not too bad. But when we look out on our cameras, we can see there's some out there. So just take your time if you encounter a little bit of that. And we are seeing again around the state, mainly just around Mena, Texarkana, West Memphis, seeing a little bit there. So again, the winds are fairly light right now, and we need the winds to pick up a little bit because we could see a little bit more of that fog developing where there's not any wind. That wind helps shred it apart and kind of move it around. And when it doesn't the wind doesn't blow, it's able to settle and be a little bit thicker at times. So again, we want the wind this morning. It is 29. It has dropped into the 20s this morning. So Pine Bluff at 33. We've got Russellville at 32. And today, hour by hour, a nice mix of sun and clouds. We're going to continue to see more of that southerly flow with high pressure continuing to dominate, and looking for a high today around 45, 46 degrees as we're heading into the afternoon. We're going to continue to see again a few 50s across the state, but tonight we do have a front coming through. That's going to bring some chances for some rain. It's also going to cool things off a little bit for your Thursday. It's going to be a little cloudy, maybe a little bit rainy while you're sleeping, and maybe a little bit of rain throughout the day. But overall, I think it's just going to be a bit gloomy more than anything. We'll talk more about the rest of the week and these temperatures. And yeah, we're going to see some mornings that are in the 20s again. Well, we'll talk more about that here in just a minute.
We begin with some disturbing accusations from Conway, where an investigation is underway at the Conway Human Development Center.
New reports are raising serious questions about conditions inside. Disability Rights Arkansas says its findings, including allegations of malnutrition, point to what they call major safety concerns for residents.
THV 11's Tamer Knight joins us with details and how families and advocates are trying to get it all changed. Good morning, Tamer.
Well, good morning, Karen and Hayden. Disability Rights Arkansas released a 43-page report detailing what the group calls systemic failures at the Conway Human Development Center. They say they've spent years tracking complaints from guardians and families. What they say they've found is deeply concerning. The new reports involving cases from 2023 to 2024 outlines what they call systemic failures in nutrition management and clinical oversight. The group points to delayed or missing documentation and staffing shortages, including just one dietary services director and one clinical dietitian for a facility that houses about 470 people. The report also describes a case where a resident was documenting as having eaten 2 meals, but video surveillance showed he had not eaten at all. Attorney Reagan Stanford says the report was a last resort after what she calls a lack of response from both the Development Center and the Arkansas Department of Human Services.
They deserve to be treated like anyone else and to get adequate. I mean, we would like for them to get exceptional service, but like at the very least adequate service and to be safe where they are.
Stanford said she hopes releasing this information helps the Development Center and DHS, quote, right some of their wrongs. Now, THV 11 reached out to both, and DHS calling the report a, quote, distorted attempt to discredit the Human Development Centers. For THV 11 News, I'm Tamer Knight.
Tamer, thank you. Also developing this morning, a former Arkansas nursing home owner pardoned by President Trump last month will still serve prison time on state charges. Joseph Schwartz got clemency on a 3-year federal sentence. Prosecutors say he ran a $38 million scheme, taking taxes from employees but never paying the IRS. He pleaded guilty to state counts a month after his federal plea, but that case was put on hold. Now, after the pardon, Attorney General Tim Griffin has filed a motion requiring Schwartz to serve at least 31 days in an Arkansas prison and pay more than $1 million in restitution. He now has less than a week to report to the Ouachita River Unit in Malvern. A rural South Arkansas hospital is suing to block upcoming federal prescription drug changes. According to the Arkansas Advocate, Dallas County Medical Center in Fordyce joining a multi-state lawsuit saying new 340B rebate rules starting January 1st and could raise drug costs. Now, officials say 340B saves the hospital more than $1 million a year, which helps pay for things like telehealth, clinics, and financial aid for low-income patients. They argue paying full price up front and waiting on drug companies to reimburse would force service cuts here at home. Plaintiffs want a federal judge to stop the rule before it takes effect.
Time now 7:07. A Central Arkansas domestic violence shelter is getting a big boost to help keep survivors and their pets together. Women and Children First in Pulaski County is to receive $60,000 from Purina and Red Rover to build a Safe Paws kennel with a grooming station and outdoor space. Most shelters are unable to take pets, so organizers say this funding means families don't have to leave them behind during a crisis. And there may be new life for the Arkansas Regional Innovation Hub that was set to close at the end of the year. Now the North Little Rock Chamber of Commerce is stepping in with a group of local leaders to keep the hub operating. Since 2014, the hub has supported creativity, entrepreneurs, and workforce development. The new committee plans to preserve those programs and expand maker and arts classes, STEM education, and small business support.
Crews are racing to fix a key lock and dam on the Arkansas River after a barge struck it late last month. The hit damaging the Dardanelle Lock and Dam between Russellville and Dardanelle. It's a very busy route for barge traffic.
It is, and right now tugboats can't pass through to the Mississippi because one of the gates is out of service.
The M. Carnes itself serves as a major navigable waterway that links the majority of the heartland of the United States to the Mississippi River, which allows a lot of the economy to flow in and out of the heartland. It essentially shut down the entire system, blocking the barge traffic traveling north and south along the M. Carnes.
Welders are finishing repairs on protective barriers.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says they expect to have everything back open by the end of the week.
And now let's check in with Ashley and a look at the roads on this Wednesday morning.
What's the barge traffic too?
Yeah.
The barge traffic.
Can I get a look at the river?
Sure. I guess we could get a look at the river. Right now we're just looking at Interstate 30 though.
He's so demanding, Ashley.
I know.
Come on now.
I haven't had a lot of demands for barge traffic. That's right. Leave it up to Hayden to want to know what the barge traffic is, but maybe we could figure that out. Oh, there we go.
Hey, there we go. Now that's a director right there.
Right now things are looking great on the Arkansas River. No slowdowns, no accidents. Is there a barge? Oh yeah. Moving along quite fine. The one barge that we have on the Arkansas River. But besides that, it looks like things are moving great. But on Interstate 30, volume is starting to pick up. Traffic is a little bit heavier than the Arkansas River. We're seeing some slowdowns there, it looks like, with this traffic. Getting a closer look at what's happening and how slow it is moving on Interstate 30 with our live traffic map. And of course, Alexander is where we're seeing the biggest slowdown. As you're getting past Alexander and closer to the 430 interchange, it's not looking so bad, but right around Alexander, 30 miles per hour. And it looked like the North Terminal interchange was getting slow too. But this is our drive times into downtown Little Rock. They have increased just a little bit. Conway, 25 minutes to downtown. Benton, 23. We're out of the teens if you're coming in to Little Rock from Cabot too, up to 21 minutes. Still not too bad. We're still in the normal range, Tracy.
Well, I've got your barge weather over here. Yeah. So if you are on the river and you're barging right along, that's what they call it, right? 29 degrees, but imagine how fast you're going. That could add a little wind chill to it. So it could feel just a little bit cooler, but go ahead and be ready today. You're going to see plenty of sunshine as you're just floating on down the river. It's going to be great. Looking for a high right around 45. Again, tomorrow is going to be a bit more dreary. It's going to be more of a river day where we're going to see a lot of cloud cover and that northeasterly breeze. You may have to hold on and keep things steering. We'll have to see what the current's doing on that. But looking for those temperatures really not to move too much at all tomorrow. So when you wake up, it's going to be in the 30s and it's going to stick around that way as well. Again, with those breezy winds out of the north, there's a front coming through. And so that's what we're seeing where we're dropping those temperatures a little bit on Thursday. But then we'll rebound a little bit into those 50s as we're heading into the weekend. So that is good news. And those temperatures will continue to get even warmer as we're heading into later next week. So above average temperatures, even though we're below right now. But we'll take a look at all of that coming up in a few minutes.